how his mother was inspired, you have to get rid of him. And how do you get rid of him without having to kill him? أَنِقْذِفِيهِ فِي التَّابُوتِ. Cast him in a chest, close him up in a chest, فَقْذِفِيهِ فِي الْيَمِّ, and throw him in the river. Now for a mother to do that to her newborn, but she doesn't have a choice. It's either throw him in the river and hope that he's saved, than them actually discovering that he's been born and killing him. فَلْيُلْقِهِ الْيَمُّ بِالسَّاحِلِ. The river will take it to the bank. يَأْخُذْهُ عَدُوٌّ لِّي وَعَدُوٌّ لَهُ. And he will be taken up by one who is an enemy to me and an enemy to him. Fir'aun himself. So the river takes it to none other than Fir'aun. وَأَلْقَيْتُ عَلَيْكَ مَحَبَّةً مِّنِّي وَلِتُصْنَعَ عَلَى عَيْنِي. But I cast over him. But I cast over you, addressing Musa alayhi salam, that not only did I inspire that upon your mother, I cast over a love upon you from me, and in order that you be reared under my eye. Implicitly alluding towards Asya radiyallahu ta'ala anha, that her being taken in by Musa alayhi salam at love at first sight. That this child I have to keep to myself. And being reared by Asya, Allah says, is being reared under my eye. That such is the status of Asya radiallahu ta'ala anha, one of the greatest women ever, that her upbringing of Musa, her caretaking of Musa is articulated in the words that Allah is taking care of Musa. That being reared under her eye, Allah has become her eye. So we know about وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ. You did not throw when you threw. It was Allah who threw. And that how Allah becomes the hands with which you throw and the feet with which you walk, etc., etc. But with respect to Asya, it is specifically within the Qur'an articulated that he was reared under the eye of Allah. إِذْ تَمْشِي أُخْتُكَ فَتَقُولُ هَلْ أَدُلُّكُمْ عَلَى مَنْ يَكْفُلُ. So when she's done what she's done, she saved him for Fir'aun, convinced him not to kill him, that she's going to raise him up. And then there's the issue of him being nursed. When your sister walked up and said, should I show you one who will nurse and rear him? That he wasn't taking to any other of the nurses, accepting any of their milk. فَرَجَعْنَاكَ إِلَى أُمِّكَ كَيْ تَقَرَّ عَيْنُهَا وَلَا تَحْزَنْ. So we return you to your mother, that her eye may be cooled and she should not grieve. That this may have been an additional detail. So what if that didn't happen? In the history of Bani Israel, in the history of Fir'aun and what was going to happen to him. So what if the mother is neglected? So what if she has to suffer that bit more? No. Allah says, so that because she was compliant with Allah's wishes, Allah tends to her pain, distress, and anguish, and brings her to reunite alayhi salam with her and her with Musa. So now he has the protection. This was all being planned for you. You fulfilled the tests that you were subjected to. So now you have risen to be deserving of this honor of being the prophet of Allah. And so now you have come to this destiny of yours. وَاصْطَنَعْتُكَ لِنَفْسِي. The choosing of Allah, how Allah has chosen you specially for Himself. And similar words are used for the Muslim Ummah in general, as we will see in Surah Hajj. اذهب أنت وأخوك بآياتي. So you and your brother go with my ayat. ولا تنيا في ذكري. And do not slacken in my remembrance. اذهبا إلى فرعون. Both of you go to Fir'aun. All of that choosing, being chosen, and special favors in their own place. Do not be lazy. From here, do not be lazy, especially in my remembrance. Go to Fir'aun, both of you. إِنَّهُ طَغَى. He's crossed all limits. فَقُولَا لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا. Speak to him gently. Don't be judgmental. Don't cast him off already, that he is who he is. And so be it. I just have to fulfill a formality of getting the message out to that tyrant, and his fate is already sealed. No, it's not already sealed. It is an open possibility for him to respond, and so speak to him gently. لَعَلَّهُ يَتَذَكَّرُ وَيَخْشَى. So perhaps he may be reminded or develop that fear, that awe of Allah. قَالَا. And they said, رَبَّنَا إِنَّنَا نَخَافُ. Our Rabb, we really fear أَن يَفْرُطَ عَلَيْنَا, that he turns violent towards us, أَوْ أَن يَطْغَى, or he transgresses. قَالَ لَا تَخَافَ. Allah said, don't worry, don't be scared. إِنَّنِي مَعَكُمَا. I am definitely with both of you. أَسْمَعُ وَأَرَى. I hear and I see. فَأْتِيَاهُ فَقُولَا. So go to him and say, إِنَّا رَسُولَا رَبِّكَ. We are messengers from your Rabb. فَأَرْسِلْ مَعَنَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيل. So let the Bani Israel go with us. 2-point agenda. We are the Rasul, the messengers of Allah, who is your Rabb, And number two, Bani Israel enslaved them, punished them, killing them, doing all those things that you shouldn't be doing. Just let us go. Let us take them. وَلَا تُعَذِّبْهُمْ, and do not torture them anymore. قَدْ جِئْنَاكَ بِآيَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكَ, we have brought you a sign from your Rabb. وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَى مَنِ اتَّبَعَ الْهُدَى, and peace is upon the one who follows the guidance. إِنَّا قَدْ أُوحِيَ إِلَيْنَا, it has been revealed to us, أَنَّ الْعَذَابَ عَلَى مَنْ كَذَّبَ وَتَوَلَّى, that the punishment will be on the one who denies and turns away. قَالَ فَمَنْ رَبُّكُمَا يَا مُوسَى, Fir'aun responded, so who is your Rabb, Musa? قَالَ رَبُّنَا الَّذِي أَعْتَى كُلَّ شَيْءٍ خَلْقَهُ, Musa responded, our Rabb is the one who gave a distinctive form to every creature. ثُمَّ هَدَى, then he programmed it. So you have the khalq, but then what it is to know. How does a newborn know to suckle? How does any newborn of any species, of any animal, know to suckle, know what to do instinctively? The honeybee knows where to go. And so that programming, قَالَ فَمَا بَالُ الْقُرُونِ الْأُولَى, Fir'aun asked, what about the previous generations? قال, Musa alayhi salam responded, عِلْمُهَا عِنْدَ رَبِّي فِي كِتَابٍ, the knowledge concerning them is with my Rabb alone, duly recorded in a document. And this is particularly important in our case, whenever we choose to call people towards Allah, or ask them to act a little differently in any way possible, then immediately, and this is something that is subjected to as a question towards Muslims at all times, what about the good people who have done such good things who are not Muslim? What about the good people who didn't hear what you have to say? And we are quickly to jump to conclusions. They're in Jahannam. They're going to the fire. That's it. Decision made. Who made us? God. Musa alayhi salam could well have made that statement. He was the Prophet of Allah. But he says it very clearly. You know what? I'm not God. Their knowledge, how good they were, how bad they were, whatever it is, I'm not passing a judgment either way. So we were called to question, where is Stephen Hawking going? Where's Bill Gates is still alive. Steve Jobs going? Where's, all these good and nice people who've done so much for humanity? And we're all pretty set and established into sending them to the hellfire definitively. Because if they don't go to hellfire, then our fate in the hereafter is somehow in perdition. We may not go to paradise if they don't go to the hellfire. And we have to condemn them. We have to. We don't have a choice. It is our fate and depends on it. Our salvation depends on it. No, it doesn't. How about we just say that Allah knows best and leave it at that. Leave it at that. Don't get into that trap. It's a trap that is being set that we so conveniently fall into. That it is, the Jahannam is their ultimate. How do you know so surely, so convinced that it is what it is? Ilmuha inda Rabbi fi kitab. Knowledge concerning them is with my Rabb alone, recorded in a document. La yadillu Rabbi wa la yansa. He will not make an error, nor does he forget. If that's what they deserve, then that's what they will get. الَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ مَهْدًا. He is the one who made the earth for you like a carpet spread out. وَسَلَكَ لَكُمْ فِيهَا سُبُلًا. And traced roads on it for you to walk on. وَأَنزَلَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً. And he sent down water from the sky. فَأَخْرَجْنَا بِهِ أَزْوَاجًا مِّن نَبَاتٍ شَتَّى. And so we produced from it species of various plants. كُلُوا وَرَعُوا أَنْعَامَكُمْ. Eat yourselves and pasture your cattle. إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِأُولِي النُّهَى. And in all of that are signs for the people of intelligence. The one who was so meticulous with every single thing that is in the world around you, you think he's going to be negligent and unjust with respect to where he sends people in the hereafter. Minha khalaqnakum, we created you from earth, وَفِيهَا نُعِيدُكُمْ, and we will return you to it. وَمِنْهَا نُخْرِجُكُمْ تَارَةً أُخْرَى, and from the same earth we will extract you once again. وَلَقَدْ أَرَيْنَاهُ آيَاتِنَا كُلَّهَا, and we showed Fir'aun all of our signs. فَكَذَّبَ وَأَبَى, yet he denied and refused to accept. قال, Fir'aun said, أَجِئْتَنَا لِتُخْرِجَنَا مِنْ أَرْضِنَا بِسِحْرِكَ يَا مُوسَى. Do you come here to drive us out of our own land through your magic, Musa? فَلَنَأْتِيَنَّكَ بِسِحْرٍ مِثْلِهِ, so we will bring you a match for your magic. فَجْعَلْ بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَكَ مَوْعِدًا, so let there be a time, an appointment, a date between us and you. لَا نُخْلِفُهُ نَحْنُ وَلَا أَنْتَ, neither will we break our appointment, nor will you. مَكَانًا سُوًى, in a designated place. قَالَ مَوْعِدُكُمْ يَوْمُ الزِّينَةِ. Musa alayhi salam responded, the date is set for the day of the festival. وَأَنْ يُحْشَرَ النَّاسُ ضُحًى, and let all the people be assembled by mid-morning. فَتَوَلَّى فِرْعَوْنَ, so Fir'aun withdrew. فَجَمَعَ كَيْدَهُ, and he put his plan together. ثُمَّ أَتَى, then he came to the competition. قَالَ لَهُمْ مُوسَى, Musa addressed the magicians and said, وَإِلَكُمْ لَا تَفْتَرُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ كَذِبًا. Damn you, don't fabricate lies against Allah. فَيُسْحِتَكُمْ بِعَذَابٍ, or he will destroy you with a punishment. وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنِ افْتَرَى, those who fabricate such lies are destroyed. That you're setting up an illusion, and making people think that it's reality and projecting illusions as reality, that is lying against Allah. فَتَنَازَعُوا أَمْرَهُمْ بَيْنَهُم. And in addition to that, subjecting or saying that Musa alayhi salam, what he's doing is also just another level of magic as we're doing magic. فَتَنَازَعُوا أَمْرَهُمْ بَيْنَهُم. So they disputed with one another over their affair. Musa alayhi salam, his word seems to have had an influence over them. وَأَسَرُّوا النَّجْوَى. But they kept their meeting secret. قَالُوا إِنْ هَذَانِ لَسَاحِرَانِ. They said, these two are expert magicians. يُرِيدَانِ أَن يُخْرِجَاكُم مِّنْ أَرْضِكُمْ بِسِحْرِهِمَا. They want to drive you out from your land with their magic. So whatever fear that has been sparked within them, doubt about their position that has been sparked into them, is being dispelled by convincing them that Musa is doing this for authority. He's doing this for power. It is so now their patriotism is being invigorated. وَيُذْهَبَا بِطَرِيقَتِكُمُ الْمُثْلَى. And to do away with your exemplary way of life. فَأَجْمِعُوا كَيْدَكُمْ. So bring together your plan. ثُمَّ أْتُوا صَفًّا. And then come in ranks. وَقَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْيَوْمَ مَنِ اسْتَعْلَى. And whoever overcomes the other today has succeeded. قالوا. They said, يَا مُوسَى إِمَّا أَن تُلْقِيَ وَإِمَّا أَن نَكُونَ أَوَّلَ مَنْ أَلْقَى. Musa, you throw, or should we be the first to throw? قَالَ بَلْ أَلْقُوا. Musa said, you throw. فَإِذَا حِبَالُهُمْ وَعِصِيُّهُمْ يُخَيِّلُ إِلَيْهِ. And behold, their ropes and their rods مِنْ سِحْرِهِمْ أَنَّهَا تَسْعَى. Seemed to him from the magic to appear as if they were moving. فَأَوْجَسَ فِي نَفْسِهِ خِيفَةً مُوسَى. So Musa sensed an apprehension. He was afraid again. So there's at least a third time Musa alayhi salam's fear and anxiety is being brought up. He's scared again. They just did what I was going to do. It seems like now people are just going to think of me as a magician, or a little better magician, slightly better magician, a lot better magician, but a magician nevertheless. قُلْنَا لَا تَخَفْ. We said, don't fear. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired Musa, do not worry. Don't fear. Don't worry. إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْأَعْلَى. You will be superior. وَأَلْقِ مَا فِي يَمِينِكَ. Throw what is in your right hand. تَلْقَفْ مَا صَنَعُوا. It will immediately swallow up what they have faked. إِنَّمَا صَنَعُوا كَيْدُ سَاحِرٍ. Whatever they have faked is only a magician's trick. وَلَا يُفْلِحُ السَّاحِرُ حَيْثُ أَتَى. And the magician will never succeed wherever he goes. فَأُلْقِيَ السَّحَرَةُ سُجَّدًا. So the magicians were thrown down in prostration. So when they saw Musa alayhi salam did what he was told to do, despite the fear, and that's what made him brave. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but to do the right thing despite the fear. So it is human to experience fear, but it is to counteract that, or to not let that fear dictate your action, is what makes one brave or not brave. And so Musa alayhi salam, despite the fear, the influence of Allah weighed heavier, chose what Allah inspired rather than what the fear inspired, and went ahead and did what he was supposed to do. That's bravery. فَأُلْقِيَ السَّحْرَةُ سُجَّدًا. And the magicians were flung into sajda. They couldn't help it. They knew their field. قَالُوا آمَنَّا بِرَبِّ هَارُونَ وَمُوسَى. They said, we believe in the Rabb of Harun and Musa. قال Fir'aun said, أَمَنْتُمْ لَهُ قَبْلَ أَنْ آذَنَ لَكُمْ. You have believed in him before I gave you permission. إِنَّهُ لَكَبِيرُكُمُ الَّذِي عَلَّمَكُمُ السِّحْرَ. This must be your leader who taught you magic. فَلَوْقَطِّعَنَّ أَيْدِيَكُمْ وَأَرْجُلَكُمْ مِنْ خِلَافٍ. And I will cut off your hands and feet on opposite sides. وَلَوْصَلِّبَنَّكُمْ فِي جُذُوعِ النَّخْلِ. And I will have you crucified on trunks of palm trees. وَلَتَعْلَمُنَّ أَيُّنَا أَشَدُّ عَذَابٌ وَأَبْقَى. Then you will find out which of us is more severe and more lasting in punishment. So immediately he thinks on his feet. This is reinforced. He sets up an emotional dimension to what he's throwing out by setting them as an example, that whoever follows in the footsteps of these magicians is going to be punished. So make sure whatever reasoning I've given, however crazy, however irrational, it makes sense to you, and you conform with it. قالوا, they said, لن نؤثرك على ما جاءنا من البينات. Never will we prefer over you over the clear signs that have come to us. والذي فطرنا. And over him who has created us. They knew their field. They knew they had been outmatched. They knew whatever was being thrown, it is not the same as magic. It is qualitatively different. It has to be from Allah. And so that's what they've been shown. Just like the people in the time of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not repeat what Musa alayhi salam repeated. What had. He wasn't required to, he didn't, even though it was demanded of him, he refused. Allah refused. Why? Because the times are different, the people are different, the expertise and speciality is different. And so it was the linguistic dimension that was brought before them. And the experts of that time recognized this ain't no poetry. We know the limitations. We know what poetry is confined by, and what is humanly possible and is humanly impossible. And what we're seeing here is something completely different. And that's only the specialists of the field that can appreciate to that level. And so with respect to the times that we're living in, just like the Messenger ﷺ did not repeat what Musa ﷺ did, we have to conform to whatever it is, the standards of our time, and show the source being Allah and none other than Him, so that those who are aware of those specific fields are flung into prostration, if you will. This is a responsibility upon us as a community. وَالَّذِي فَطَرَنَا فَاقْضِ مَا أَنْتَ قَاضٍ. So we're not going to choose you over the ayat that have come to us, and the one who has created us. فَاقْضِ مَا أَنْتَ قَاضٍ. So decide whatever it is you want to decide. إِنَّمَا تَقْضِي هَذِهِ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا. Whatever you decide is going to be for the life of this world. إِنَّا آمَنَّا بِرَبِّنَا. We have definitely believed in our Rabb. لِيَغْفِرَ لَنَا خَطَايَانَا. So that He may forgive our shortcomings. وَمَا أَكْرَهْتَنَا عَلَيْهِ مِنَ السِّحْرِ. And the magic that you forced us to do. وَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ وَأَبْقَى. And Allah is better and more lasting. إِنَّهُ مَنْ يَأْتِ رَبَّهُ مجرما, and whoever appears before his Rabb performs righteously, فَأُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ الدَّرَجَاتُ. That is the reward of those who purify themselves. وَلَقَدْ أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَىٰ أَنْ أَسْرِ بِعِبَادِي. And we revealed to Musa that travel by the night with my ibad. فَاضْرِبْ لَهُمْ طَرِيقًا فِي الْبَحْرِ يَبَسًا. And strike a dry path for them through the sea. لَا تَخَافُ دَرَكًا وَلَا تَخْشَى. You will not fear being overtaken, neither be afraid of drowning. فَأَتْبَعَهُمْ فِرْعَوْنُ بِجُنُودِهِ. And Fir'aun pursued them with his soldiers. فَغَشِيَهُمْ مِنَ الْيَمِّ مَا غَشِيَهُمْ. So there covered them from the sea that which covered them. وَأَضَلَّ فِرْعَوْنُ قَوْمَهُ وَمَا هَدَى. And Fir'aun led his people astray and did not guide them. يَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ قَدْ أَنْجَيْنَاكُمْ مِنْ عَدُوِّكُمْ. O Bani Israel, we saved you from your enemy. وَوَعَدْنَاكُمْ جَانِبَ الطُّورِ الْأَيْمَنِ. And we made a covenant with you on the right flank of the mountain of Tur, took a promise, a commitment from you. وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَنَّ وَالسَّلْوَى. We sent down to you man and salwa. كُلُوا مِنْ طَيِّبَاتِ مَا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ. Telling you to eat from the pure things that we have provided you with. وَلَا تَطْغَوْا فِيهِ. Do not cross the boundaries in it. فَيَحِلَّ عَلَيْكُمْ غَضَبِي. Lest my ghadab, my anger descends upon you, you become مغضوب عليهم. وَمَنْ يَحْلِلْ عَلَيْهِ غَضَبِي فَقَدْ هَوَى. And whoever my anger descends upon, he's perished. وَإِنِّي لَغَفَّارٌ. And there is no doubt that I am certainly forgiving. لِمَنْ تَابَ وَآمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا. To the one who repents and believes and acts righteously. ثُمَّ اهْتَدَى. And then continues to pursue guidance. وَمَا أَعْجَلَكَ عَنْ قَوْمِكَ يَا مُوسَى. And what made you rush from your people, Musa? قَالَ هُمْ أُولَٰئِ عَلَىٰ أَثَرِي. Musa responded, they're close upon my track. So Musa alayhi salam has a conversation, has an appointment, has a date with Allah. And he is eager for it. So he comes earlier than he's supposed to. Allah says, why so early? I told you at a particular time. Why did you come earlier than that? قَالَ هُمْ أُولَٰئِ عَلَىٰ أَثَرِي. They're like that. They're right behind me. وَعَجِلْتُ إِلَيْكَ رَبِّي لِتَرْضَىٰ. I came early to you. I hastened my Rabb so that you be pleased with me. In the previous surah, we saw the Messenger ﷺ asking Jibreel alayhi salam, why don't you come earlier than you do? And it was reminded to him that no, even in matters of spirituality, don't haste. There has to be a balance. There has to be a balance, that even too much of this may not be too good for you. It is necessary for you to find that balance. I came to you, my Rabb, that you be pleased with me. قَالَ فَإِنَّا قَدْ فَتَنَّا قَوْمَكَ مِنْ بَعْدِكَ. Allah said, I have tested your people after you, that you have responsibilities towards your people, and that your desire for Allah, even if it is Allah, your regard, your love for Him shouldn't be so that it drags you away from your social responsibilities. That is no spirituality to be proud of. And so calling it off, nipping the potential evil in the bud right there, for how it become institutionalized later on, that became the definition of spirituality, and whatever was of a social element was completely cut off from it, declared absolutely inferior and unnecessary, since it belongs to this inferior world. وَأَضَلَّهُمْ سَامِرِي. We tested your people after you, and Samri misled them. فَرَجَعَ مُوسَى إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ غَضْبَانَ أَسِفًا. And so Musa returned to his people extremely angry and sorrowful. قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ أَلَمْ يَعِدْكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ وَعْدًا حَسَنًا. Musa said, my people, did your Rabb not make you just such a beautiful promise? promise? أَفَطَّالَ عَلَيْكُمُ الْعَهْدِ Then was the time of the fulfillment too long for you? أَمَرَدْتُمْ أَن يَحِلَّ عَلَيْكُمْ غَضَبٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ Or do you want the anger of Allah to fall upon you? فَأَخْلَفْتُ مَوْعِدِي You broke your promise to me. قَالُوا مَا أَخْلَفْنَا مَوْعِدَكَ بِمَلْكِنَا They said, we did not break our promise to you by our will. وَلَكِنَّا حُمِّلْنَا أَوْزَارًا مِّن زِينَةِ الْقَوْمِ But we were carrying the burdens of ornaments of the people of Fir'aun. So they've been bankers back in the day. Since then, they were holding these things for them. They had these amanat, these trusts from them of their treasures, of their gold, of their jewels. فَقَذَفْنَاهَا And they were feeling guilty. We did not return this trust. What do we do with it? Samri says, throw them into the fire. So we threw them into the fire. فَكَذَلِكَ أَلْقَى Samri That's what Samri suggested we do. فَأَخْرَجَ لَهُمْ عِجْلًا جَسَدًا لَهُ خُوَارٍ And then he brought out of the fire before them the image of a calf. It seemed to bellow. There was a sound coming from it. فَقَالُوا هَذَا إِلَهُكُمْ وَإِلَهُ مُوسَى So they said, this is your God and the God of Musa. فَنَسِي But Musa has forgotten. أَفَلَا يَرَوْنَ لَا يَرْجِعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ قَوْلًا Could they not see that it could not respond? وَلَا يَمْلِكُ لَهُمْ ضَرًّا وَلَا نَفْعًا That it had no power either to harm them nor to do them any good. وَلَقَدْ قَالَ لَهُمْ هَارُونُ مِنْ قَبْلِ And Harun had told them before, يَا قَوْمِ إِنَّمَا فُتِنْتُمْ بِهِ وَإِنَّ رَبَّكُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ My people, you are being tested in this and your Rabb is Ar-Rahman. فَاتَّبِعُونِي وَأَطِيعُوا أَمْرِي So follow me and obey what I'm saying. قالوا لن نبرح عليه عاكفين They said, we will never give up our i'tikaf, our devotion to this here God حتى يرجع إلينا موسى Until Musa comes back to us. قال يا هارون ما منعك إذ رأيتهم ضلوا Musa said, Harun, what stopped you when you saw them going wrong? ألا تتبعني That you did not follow me? أفعصيت أمري Did you disobey me? قال يا ابن Harun responded, O son of my mother, لا تأخذ بلحيتي ولا برأسي Don't grab me by my beard or by my head. إني خشيت أن تقول I was afraid lest you should say فرقت بين بني إسرائيل ولم ترقب قولي That you have divided Bani Israel and you did not await for my word. That the priority of the unity of the community became paramount for me, and so I did not want that to be disturbed in any way. And we see from other places that his life was almost threatened for trying to turn them away from this shirk that they were engaging, that he was stopping them from. قَالَ فَمَا خَطْبُكَ يَا سَامِرِي Musa alayhi salam turned, what is your case, Samri? So what we learned is that Harun alayhi salam, unity is priority. But from Musa alayhi salam, we see a rectification, a higher level. Yes, unity is priority, but not at the expense of tawheed. Not at the expense of the relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is ultimately going to lead towards a better unity, a more holistic community. قَالَ فَمَا خَطْبُكَ يَا سَامِرِي He said, what is your case? What's your excuse? How do you defend yourself, Samri? قَالَ بَصُرْتُ بِمَا لَمْ يَبْصُرُوا بِهِ He said, I saw what others could not see. فَقَبَضْتُ قَبْضَةً مِنْ أَثَرِ الرَّسُولِ So I took a handful of the footprint of the messenger, Jibreel alayhi salam, coming in conversation with Musa alayhi salam. Or whatever Musa left behind, he took from that. Samiri, he has some sort of an extrasensory perception, and that he is using that to, Musa alayhi salam has that as well. But he is using that to the benefit of his people. Samri is using that to the benefit of himself. فَنَبَذْتُهَا And threw it into the golden calf. وَكَذَلِكَ سَوَّلَتْ لِي نَفْسِي And thus did myself entice me. قَالَ فَذْهَبْ Musa said, get lost. فَإِنَّ لَكَ فِي الْحَيَاةِ أَن تَقُولْ Your punishment in this life that you will continue to say, لَا مِسَاسْ Do not touch me. He became untouchable. Such was the disease that he had. وَإِنَّ لَكَ مَوْعِدًا لَن تُخْلَفَ And there is an appointment for you which you will never be able to escape. وَانظُرْ إِلَىٰ إِلَٰهِكَ الَّذِي ظَلْتَ عَلَيْهِ عَاكِفًا And look at the God of yours that you have been such a devoted worshipper to. لَنُحَرِّقَنَّ We will burn it ثم لننسفن في اليم نسفا And then we will scatter its ashes into the sea. إنما إلهكم الله الذي لا إله إلا هو Your ilah is only Allah, the one whom besides whom there is no ilah. وسع كل شيء علما He has encompassed everything in knowledge. كذلك نقص عليك من أنباء ما قد سبق Thus we relate to you some of the news of what happened in the past. وقد آتيناك من لدنا ذكرا And we have blessed you, Ya Rasulullah, with a reminder specially from us. من أعرض عنه Whoever turns away from it فإنه يحمل يوم القيامة وزرا He will be carrying on the day of judgment a burden. خالدين فيه Living in that condition forever. وساء لهم يوم القيامة حملا And what an evil burden for them to carry on the day of judgment. يوم ينفخ في الصور The day the trumpet will be blown. ونحشر المجرمين يومئذ زرقا And we will assemble the criminals that day. They will have blue eyes. يتخافت Out of fear. يتخافت بينهم They would be murmuring among themselves. إلا يوما You stayed not longer than a day. وآخر دعوان
الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. منها خلقناكم وفيها نعيدكم ومنها نخرجكم تارة أخرى ولقد أريناه آياتنا كلها فكذب وأبى قال أجئتنا لتخرجنا من أرضنا بسحرك يا موسى فلنأتينك بسحر مثله فاجعل بيننا وبينك موعدا لا نخلفه نحن ولا أنت مكانا سوى قال موعدكم يوم الزينة وأن يحشر الناس ضحى فتولى فرعون فجمع كيده ثم أتى قال لهم موسى ويلكم لا تفتروا على الله كذبا فيسحتكم بعذاب وقد خاب من افترى فتنازعوا أمرهم بينهم وأسروا النجوى قالوا إن هذان لساحران يريدان أن يخرجاكم من أرضكم بسحرهما ويذهبا بطريقتكم المثلى فأجمعوا كيدكم ثم أتوا صفا وقد أفلح اليوم من استعلى قالوا يا موسى إما أن تلقي وإما أن نكون أول من ألقى قال بل ألقوا فإذا حبالهم وعصيهم يخيل إليه من سحرهم أنها تسعى فأوجس في نفسه خيفة موسى قلنا لا تخف إنك أنت الأعلى وألق ما في يمينك تلقف ما صنعوا إنما صنعوا كيد ساحر ولا يفلح الساحر حيث أتى فألقي السحرة سجدا قالوا آمنا برب هارون وموسى قال آمنتم له قبل أن آذن لكم إنه لكبيركم الذي علمكم السحر فلأقطعن أيديكم وأرجلكم من خلاف ولأصلبنكم في جذوع النخل ولتعلمن أينا أشد عذابا وأبقى قالوا لن نؤثرك على ما جاءنا من البينات والذي فطرنا فاقض ما أنت قاض إنما تقضي هذه الحياة الدنيا إنا آمنا بربنا ليغفر لنا خطايانا وما أكرهتنا عليه من السحر والله خير وأبقى إنه من يأت ربه مجرما فإن له جهنم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا ومن يأته مؤمنا قد عمل الصالحات فأولئك لهم الدرجات العلى جنات عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها وذلك جزاء من تزكى ولقد أوحينا إلى موسى أن أسر بعبادي فاضرب لهم طريقا في البحر يبسا لا تخاف دركا ولا تخشى فأتبعهم فرعون بجنوده فغشيهم من اليم ما غشيهم وأضل فرعون قومه وما هدى يا بني إسرائيل قد أنجيناكم من عدوكم وواعدناكم جانب الطور الأيمن ونزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم ولا تطغوا فيه فيحل عليكم غضبي ومن يحلل عليه غضبي فقد هوى وإني لغفار لمن تاب وآمن وعمل صالحا ثم اهتدى وما أعجلك عن قومك يا موسى قال هم أولئك على أثري وعجلت إليك رب لترضى قال فإنا قد فتنا قومك من بعدك وأضلهم السامرج فرجع موسى إلى قومه غضبان أسفا قال يا قوم ألم يعدكم ربكم وعدا حسنا أفطال عليكم العهد أم أردتم أن يحل عليكم غضب من ربكم فأخلفتم موعدي قالوا ما أخلفنا موعدك بملكنا ولكننا حملنا أوزارا من زينة القوم فقذفناها فكذلك ألقى السامري فأخرج لهم عجلا جسدا له خوار فقالوا هذا إلهكم وإله موسى فنسي أفلا يرون ألا يرجع إليهم قولا ولا يملك لهم ضرا ولا نفعا الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ولقد قال لهم هارون من قبل يا قوم إنما فتنتم به وإن ربكم الرحمن فاتبعوني وأطيعوا أمري قالوا لن نبرح عليه عاكفين حتى يرجع إلينا موسى قال يا هارون ما منعك إذ رأيتهم ضلوا ألا تتبعني أفعصيت أمري قال يا ابن أم لا تأخذ بلحيتي ولا برأسي إني خشيت أن تقول فرقت بين بني إسرائيل ولم ترقب قولي قال فما خطبك يا سامرج قال بصرت بما لم يبصروا به فقبضت قبضة من أثر الرسول فنبذتها وكذلك سولت لي نفسي قال فاذهب فإن لك في الحياة أن تقول لا مساس وإن لك موعدا لن تخلفه وانظر إلى إلهك الذي ظلت عليه عاكفا لنحرقنه ثم لننسفنه في اليم نسفا إنما إلهكم الله الذي لا إله إلا هو وسع كل شيء علما كذلك نقص عليك من أنباء ما قد سبق وقد آتيناك من لدنا ذكرا من أعرض عنه فإنه يحمل يوم القيامة وزرا خالدين فيه وساء لهم يوم القيامة حملا يوم ينفخ في الصور ونحشر المجرمين يومئذ زرقا يتخافتون بينهم إن لبثتم إلا عشرا نحن أعلم بما يقولون إذ يقول أمثلهم طريقة إن لبثتم إلا يوما. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. ولا الضالين آمين. قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك وإنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت لا ملجأ منك إلا إليك. اللهم إنا عبادك وأبناء عبادك وأبناء إمائك نواصينا بيدك ماض فينا حكمك عدل فينا قضاؤك. اللهم إنا نسألك بكل اسم لك سميت به نفسك أو أنزلته في كتابك أو علمته أحدا من خلقك أو استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك أن تجعل القرآن ربيع قلوبنا ونور صدورنا وجلاء أحزاننا وذهاب همومنا وغمومنا. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر.